Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the William channel. It's the William Live Show, and it's Roland looking at you there. Yes, we're all here in the studio. Whole packet of shit. Yes, yes. We got a man the telephones. Yes, Big Sherlock's here. Mr. Right. He's always right. And Mickey the Monkey. Hello there, everyone. I'm going to be a new Mickey. Hello. If you want a monkey around, just call for Mickey. That's a man stretching. Do you see the cow? Yeah, doing well in the ratings. Do you see the cow? England Lion to bring us the latest news. What's the latest news? It looks like Norway is going to have a good win, 3-0 up against the Philippines. And Switzerland are drawing. Yeah, they'll probably get through. Yeah, Switzerland. And who was that other side? Oh, New Zealand. Yeah, no. Somebody else played Morocco, yes, and Germany to play later. Well, it's not England's turn today, but just keeping an eye on those Yanks in the Philippines. Yes, I've got my eyes on them. England lying here. And tell them, I ain't lying. Yes, that's how you do it. And now we're going. Have I been going since we were gone last time? Here we are. Right, Billy's selection of the day, the rainbow trout pitch mud. The Jamaican Huawei guy, he goes Huawei when his fish bites his finger, but then he didn't go Huawei much. The Jimmy Star, he's got a Jimmy animated plush, darling dancing bunny beagle. Yeah, that's a little dog that's supposed to be anyway. And because it's been such a mystic night, there's a lot being up on night shift, including a fog blowing, Titanic fog. And who was behind it? Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo are back. 42nd Street. Going to be hot tomorrows from 1976. But he's got a lot more. The Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo at St. James's Infirmary. Blues, hot tomorrows 1976. Yes, that's when he chopped his head off. Yeah, that's in James's Infirmary there. And the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo said goodbye to Mama. Hot tomorrows, 1976. All by Titanic fog. When the fog blew in, everybody else blew out. The others were having a rocket day. And the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo came with black and tan fantasy. Oh, he went to a fantasy when he 10 times a day wanted a black and tan. Hot tomorrows, 1976. The Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo said, Johnny, hot tomorrows. Yes. Johnny, he was getting all hot about it. Yeah. I had to calm him down with a black and tan. Mr. Halloween Dude, unboxing the marathon part 1. Home Depot Goblin Thief. The goblin stole it. Mr. Halloween Dude. Right. Yeah, there he is. Mr. Halloween Dude. Dude looks like a lady. With that hat on. And Elijah, the animatronic collector. Spirit of Halloween 23. Flagship location store tour. He's waving the flag. He's looking at his map to see the location. He's looking at his phone also. But he can't locate the store tour. That's because they're not touring yet. And TR fan, 1985, the syncopation celebration. Syncopation celebration. if you like. And why the Scarecrow, Ghost Swing, Spirit of Halloween 23, Unboxing Setup, and GQ 1995 with the Tiki Toys, Hot Bear, Daddy Teddy. Is it Daddy Teddy? But he's not daddy to his daddy, is he? And Skylar's funny, the Jimmy 2009, the Wiggle Skiing Moose. Wiggler there, just call him Wiggler. And Chilling Props, Spirit of Halloween, Flagship. 23 walkthrough. I know why they're all here because they're having a flagship. Oh, look at that ship. His flag's falling into the sea. Yeah, you go. Yeah. Josh the inflatable and chucky guy. New for 23. Jimmy Halloween air balloon inflatable. Disney Nightmare Before Christmas. Zero on a pumpkin. And Flaming Guinevere 4060 Big Mouth is singing sensational fish. And Jimmy Master Animatronics, Halloween Jimmy Prototype 2008, Animated Floating Green Eyed Skeleton Reaper, Unboxing and Repair. Robotical Halloween, Magic Power Life Size, Heads Up Harry. I don't know if I've ever tried to see any of these, but they do get tongue tricky. Winner of the armpit video announced. Shadasi missed out. Otti 1990 continues. Yes. Who's won the armpit contest? Trust in Christ. And Halloween Hangout, Big Lots at Halloween 23 tour. With Brylan at 10, the video editor. Re-uploaded test at the Guggly Hugger Girl 119. 113. Dennis Anderson, now he arrived here on July the 29th, which is very fair. I was yesterday 23, and now he is. There's Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Got his earphones on. And there's Dennis when he was a baby. Yes, all at Matthew. DKK Wilkins and Worthings and videos and Bryland and the video editor with a young boy there. And Big Lots at Halloween 23 Part 2, the Jimmy Brothers. Spirit Fanboy 35, Spirit of Halloween. Is Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, first trip. Noise animatronics, the items of all time. See a little animal there with his Christmas hat on. Yeah, re-uploaded Emily Hunger. Please watch. It's Gaka Hunger Girl, 193. 1093. 1193. So Tatum the Jimmy Collector, Halloween is almost here. Oh, not my Halloween. Come back at the end of October. Yeah, Brian the video editor. Gotcha Stomach Growl, episode 13. With the Gotcha Hunger Girl, 113. E-Corpse Videos, 23. Spirit, Halloween flagship store tour, on festivities. Jason Voorhees, musical light string, Jimmy Halloween 23. And Ghost String, Spirit of Halloween 23 from Wyatt the Scarecrow. That was the Jimmy Brothers there. And Wyatt the Scarecrow. Mega Marshalls Halloween 23. Mia Gwitz, is that it? July the 29th? In the animated stuff collector. Wyatt the Scarecrow, Spirit of Halloween 23 flagship store tour. And there he is with his thumbs up, or his finger up. What you doing with that finger? Robotical Halloween. Cheers, classy Jimmy items. And flagship funnies, back to the flagship, Robotical Halloween. And Guitar Ollie, oh, good to see him pop up. Just in between Robotical Halloween. So I'll do the Robotical Halloween first. Flagship Funnies at Buskers. And then I moved on to Guitar Ollie, the cool kid guitar behind Head Trick. Ah, yes. A bit like Jimmy Hednerix, yes. Hednerix. Jimmy Hednerix. Yeah, he could play it behind his head. Yes. And he could set fire to it and play it. But that's too dangerous for Guitar Ollie. He's age 9. A crowd love it. Amazing, talented Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, yes. And he could play it with his sword. Yes. And that's Guitar Ollie there, doing a little bit of head banging with Jimmy Headnecks. He could play it. And Robotical Halloween, flagship funnies, price stickers. And Ian, the animated stuff collector, Party City Halloween 23, Maya Aguis, July 29th, and Jockey Hall Productions, Nightwing, Buddha's Haven, Night Stop Motion Film. And the Big Lots Halloween for 23 is Holiday Studios. And the Jemmy Brothers with the LED light, the musical ghost light string, Jemmy Halloween 23. Sam of Sardonyx Halloween, Fella World, Review, Spirit of Halloween 23, Wave 2, question marks are coming up after that. And Chilling Prop, Flagship Store Live, CG Honda, Big Lots Halloween 23 Store Tour. And Skylar's Funny, Jemmy Animated Santa from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes, first one. And Jemmy Brothers Animated Bat Clock. It goes back instead of forward. It's a bat clock. A bat clock. Jemmy Halloween 23. Yeah, it's a bat clock. Yes. Met a bat on the way around. Yes. And he said, "Oh, Matt, I don't go around this way. Go around this way where I go." Uh, Halloween 6, Spirit of Halloween 23. Go to animated tronic demo. Halloween C, Spirit of Halloween, Howling Spirit, animatronic demo, and Big Lots 23, Halloween, inflatables and decorations. Oh, yes. Walk through door store, that's just the inflatable and tractor guy. His tractor is full up to the top. All the studios now open air dancer. He's dancing the open air, to see. Watch it and blow away. Here comes the storm. The Polish cow effect. Brian 10, the video editor, 23. It's a Polish cow, is it? Looks like you were good to me. Probably a drone up in the sky. There you go. Animatronic Prowler, Spirit of Halloween 23, flagship store tour. And the Jemmy store, Jemmy Novelty Deco, Light Up Hanging Skull Reaper. Here comes the Jemmy store, opening its doors again for everybody that comes in. Jemmy Emote Glow, Jack Skellington musical light string. He's got his lights on a light string, so he didn't have to get up off his seat to put them on. Yes, it is the animated stuff collector, Marshall's Halloween, Aguadilla, July the 29th. Jemmy Store, Jemmy Novelty Deco, Skellington in overalls with a harmonica. And Tyler G, the Spirit of Halloween's flagship store tour and festivities. And of course, the Jemmy Store, Jemmy Novelty Deco, Mad Scientist, Haunted Books. And before that, we had Tyler G there. And another one from the Jemmy Store, Novelty Deco, High Voltage Eyeball Doorbell. The carpetbag has arrived. The oldest state fair in America, the York State Fair, York, PA. Good snuggling, butter cow. Got any milk? No. I've got Daisy the cow in. Hello, carpet bugger. Oh, bagger, man. There it is. There's carpet bagger there. That's Daisy the cow. Got in the band 3. Got in the band 4. The Minecraft got in the band 5. Chokin, Jesse got in the band 2. Well, best gameplay. Yes. And the Lost Animals Fun with the Cats and Dogs is number 182. Spirit of Flagship 23, Halloween Van 101, and Chilling Props Animatronic Collection Pre-Flagship. Penske, well, that makes a change. Coke, doing his Coke with a lot of numbers. If a man went to a shop for a Coke, he couldn't remember all them numbers. May tell, blame it on the sure man, blame it on the boogie. Yeah, mega FM patch animals, blame it on the animals, yeah. Yes, and the modded speak and spell meets the TDR and decided to crash. Crash! Blame it on the primitives. Yeah, Anthology, Spirit of Halloween 2023 flagship, but there is lots of water. Well, lots of water in the sea. Lots of water in the river as well. Yes, here's a man who's lying. Here's a lion, man. He doesn't have 3 lions, but he's lying. Flagship at 2 a.m. live. Well, unless you've got better ideas than me, I don't know what country you live in, mate. But he'd miss that time, even if he was in New Zealand. Animatronic Prowler. Anyway, he's upcoming, and he's scheduled for 7/29/23. And of course, we're on the 30th now, so that kind of does YouTube. You, Ben Hope, could you be Messiah? Well, I'll put my robe on and try, but remember, man shall only be man. Gary Venelanciano live performance covered by you, Ben Hope. Yes, I seen Jesus in the Technicolor. But Jesus Christ Superstar, when I was younger. Yes. Betty Sharp. Yes, she sings basics in Behavior Blue. Halloween Hangout. And the Darling Dolly Spirit. Halloween the Creepy Doll Animatronics. And the opinion video from Toons Animatronics and more. Kalibakata. Chuck Skimmer, the intelligence community has 6 ways from Sunday of getting back at you. And they will, get back at you. Freight Train Drifter, Canadian Pacific, Kansas City Manifest on the KPC, Independence, Missouri. Beyonce's Nostalgic Corner, Sailor Moon, Plushes and Dolls Collection. That's Bianca there. And the Beatles Fan 07. Very short and unepic battle between Millionaires plus Top Hat, Rare Guy plus Smithy, and Aka Smelly. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's right off. I can smell him from here. Yes, the Clark family creative. Cole Clark and the Quarantine Kids play a traveling band. Somebody's got trapped in a freezer. It's Snowy's animatronics. And there's Annie Keating doing the Annie Keating music on Annie's site, bio.site. Don't forget the HTTP. And Skylar Studios, semi-custom romancing hamsters, the locomotion. And G.H. Horns, Spirit of Halloween 23, Daring Dolly. And Tingo Finger with a Thresher, Walkthrough, Spirit of Halloween. And Halloween Animatronic Channel with the Jemmy Industries Animated Witch and Flaming Cauldron. And Dr. Halloween, Desmoda's official video spirit. Yes, that's Desmoda's. Robotical Halloween, he's got a promotional blastabout. And Dr. Cocktail sticking and rebel unboxing with Sam. Yes, well, somebody will get a punch on the nose and I'll be able to doctor him. Mr. Halloween dude, the party city neon ice cream clown. He's not got ice cream, is he? And my silent bravery is Matt Wade. I didn't even know that. Yes, I did. My silent bravery. And there he is. Growing pains, Connie Talbot. Yeah. Oh, yes. And the Jimmy Brothers, of course, with Spooky Dragon Telephone. We've got some of the oldies coming up now. We've got Peter C.M. Hanna, Jimmy Animated Singing, Gladys Garland and the Pips, Rockafire Cowboy, should have been a cowboy, but he's still a Rockafire boy, and Showbiz Tuesday, everybody backstreets, yes, and Chase the Inflatable God Cow, Run Witch, Beach Bear from Showbiz Striker, Looney's Lounge, still stuck in London Bridge, and Randy Unsewy, Spinning Snowman, Scott Croker, scared little boy, even when he's with Katie Chambers now. At the Rockwood Music Hall. That page is turning. I see Jaden Riley. Oh, I've got a new one up from Jaden Riley. Well, it's not new, but Rewind by Jaden Riley. At least it was a bit nearer 4 months ago. Patches, because he's only got Patches. Pictures of Harriet Knox. And Tumbling Dice by Linda Ronstadt. Music by done by Renata. Sings Linda Ronstadt. And Noelia Patricia with a cover Pedina. To Auntie Noelia Patricia. And Runaway, Anna Santina, we've got a bit new. Jamaica bass cover. Lady B's Head with Alan Anti Show Boss. And Led Zeppelin, Since I've Been Loving You. I've been seeing Larissa live as well. Yes. And Damien Snow, Snowflake Spinning, Snowman, Home Depot Model. Carrie Warburton, Here Little Girl is an original song, and the Beatles' Blackbird by Gabriela Quevedo. Second time. Hershey Park, Assorted Roller Coaster Rides from STC Entertainment and Rockabye RMD. Mitzi Mozzarella Mouse in Nighttime. All the Time Productions. Minnie Red Peppermint Spinning Snowman and Logan the Jimmy Collector. 2002 Dancing Hamster Sarge. Mine 757 Jimmy Christmas Animated Guitar Frog. Jeremy Lee Back. Lucky and Jeremy get an oil change. An oil, that's not an owl, that's an oil change. Rumpus Machine, White Wedding. Anybody getting married yet? Billy Idol, yes, yes. Rumpus Machine there, down in New Zealand, where they're playing the Owl Cup. And Daniel Carlson, Cloudy People, Bayou Gate, Tokyo. David Otis with his Bandicam. He couldn't bend it too much, but he banded it instead. Just Dallas, Tony the Review Nerd. And I see him. Animatronic Builder, 80s Medley by BWL, Rocky the King Lobster, the Gruben Props, 97 with New York Buddy, Big League. Yes. And somebody just took a lip bound off the screen. That's just a little. Going to Spirit of Halloween to look in the window, yes. Flaming Colour by his Big Mouth Billy. Singing Face, yeah. DGL Toys, E-Co-ops was here on 7. 29.23. That's acceptable. And Cool, the Kentucky Real Fan leads to 80.25. Trail in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And Elijah, Animatronic Collector. Darling Dolly, unofficial demo. Tracy's BTS unboxing. Beyond the Story. For the cards and Fiji Flower Sonic X. I'm going to have a look in that studio now. Just to see what's in it. It's me. And of course, I've got Sherlock here that watch his eyes. And there he is. We've got Mr. Right and Daisy the cow. Yeah. Don't forget Mickey the monkey. And of course, England Lion. He's more interested in watching the games. And so, we do our guests, well, we don't do our streams, yeah. But we're going to do music. We're going to do it. I mean, I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm got the job to do it. Right, I'm going for the list first. Oh, that's a big list. And I've always picked some up by each day off my discs and things, and I put them on to high, light the fire. Right, I'm going to start nice and early. We're back in the 60s. I've got Papa Oom Mau Mau by the Rivingtons. Well, that's a good one by you. Uptown by the Crystals, 1962, and Mary Wells, Not Our Guy Again. But it does say on there, but you beat me to the punch. Yes, we got that one out before the guy got in. Joy Day and the Starlighters Shout, parts 1 and 2, 1961 film Let's Twist the Game. Terence Trent D'Arby with He's at the Wishing Well, wishing he had a new name. And Glenn Medeiros, Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You. Steve Winwood, Roll With It. Mark Alban, Gene Pitney, Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart. It's one of them haunters. And James Ingram, I Don't Have the Heart. Somebody ripped it out. It was somebody getting hold of it, just like Gene Pitney and Ormond. Heaven Must Have Sent You to Elgin, 66. Chris Christopherson helped me make it through the night. And there it is. And Put Your Hand in a Hand, Sandy Poetry. And Maggie from Redbone. And B.J. Thomas, No Love at All on the Ed to Sullivan Show. Daniel Boone, Daddy Don't You Walk So Fast. Denise LaSalle, Trapped by a Thing Called Love. And Susan Ray, I'm going to take the plane. LA International Airport. And Joe Simon said, We're drowning in the sea of love. Yeah, the girl over there, I love her. And there's a girl over there, I love her. And I love her. And I just love that lady there. Oh, and I love that man there. Oh, we're drowning in the sea of love. Greg Clinton says, I am putting the whole place in jeopardy, man. Richard Mark should have known better that you'd love everybody. Cool in the gang. You're only supposed to love the lady. Ladies' night. Yes, Gloria again. Every time you go away, I feel more like a lady. Well, I'm stuck on my own here. Yes, Rose Rice. Is it love you're after? Oh, yes, Rose. I'll be coming across the other day to see you. Oh. And remember what I told you to forget? Tavares said. Captain 7, you're driving me crazy. Trolley song, Meet Me in St. Louis, 1944, Judy Garland. I'm not sure whether we can get that far back without the saucer. The saucer, it's crunked. It's in the garage where nobody can see it, but it's got to be developed and brought back to life. Some say, are we ever going to do the saucer again? Well, I don't know. We're going to get a more modern saucer. Even aliens are putting in for more modern saucers these days. Ours is 1955, it's clapped out. Yes. April in Paris, Miles Davis. Don Williams sings, Where do we go from here? Well, as I say, back in time when we get the saucer fix done. Did you crack it? No, it's broken. It's broken. Carl Perkins says, put your cat clothes on in 1957 and you look like a cat. Flashdance Imagination, that's from the band Imagination. And Leroy Van Dyke, Just Walk On By. Dionne Warwick did it as well. And Imagination, Music and Lights, that's the band Imagination. Charlie Parker, in 1920, a fiction famous alto break, 1939 or something. Not sure I can get back that far. No. Dean Martin and Peggy Lee, You Was. No, was never there, Dean. It was a bit too early for me. And Hank Lachlan, Geisha Girl. I never seen her, Hank. Where is she? And Detroit Animals, Feel the Need in Me, 70s Rare Soul. And Buddy Holly, Words of Love. Modern Romance, Everybody Salsa. When I ring a bell, everybody salsa. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I haven't got a bell. What is over there? Dolce Vita, Ryan Paris. Jimmy Jones, Good Time, and Ann Peebles, I Can't Stand the Rain. Oh, I like it. Not so bad. Can't stand the wind myself. Makes every warm day a cool day. Is that what you want? Even when you're grooving along the beach. So many people have to pack in and go home as you get too cool on the old armies and that. With the wind, it's not so much the rain. Well, as it comes very heavy. Uh, anyway, Marv Johnson says I'll go out into my garden, 968. I'll pick a rose from my rose. Or I'll take it over to Motown to see her. And Al Green says that must be love. And then he spells it Love. Atlantic Star, Secret Lovers. Miguel 5, I hear a little bird chirping every morning. He's up there on Mockingbird Hill. He's having a mockingbird thrill, isn't he? Yes, and Simon says, we're part of the 1910 Fruit Gum Company, we've got shares. Ohio Express says, yum, yum, yummy, yummy, 1968. And Mark Wender says, I like my Venus in blue jeans. But that one's Jimmy Clanton's. And then if I can say, who put the bump in the bumpty, bumpty, bump, bumpty, bumpty, bump, bumpty, bumpty, bump? Some say it was the Viscount, but it wasn't. It was Barry Mann. And Paul Evans, look at that. That's absolutely disgraceful to man. 7 little girls sitting in the back seat, and the driver's driving hard, and he's been here and he's been there, and he can't even get one to come and sit next to him. No, keep your eyes on the driving, keep your hands on the wheel. Yeah, Fabian sings Hound Dog Man. He's coming over on the radio. And Do You Want to Dance, Bobby Freeman? Yeah, 58, the original song, and Johnny Otis, Willie and the Hand Jive. Yeah, 1958. And they are all hand jiving. Forgetting about the hand jive now. Sandy Nelson with the Teen Beat, The Reflections, just like Romeo and Juliet. Outsiders, Time Won't Let Me, it's 1966 now, we moved on. The Buckingham's, I'm saying Susan. There she is, look, there's a picture of her. Ah, she looks half faded. Oh, yeah, she might have been drunk at the time. Archie Bell and the Drells, I Can't Stop Dancing in 1968. Sweet Nothings re-recorded in stereo. Brenda Lee. Deep Purple. Yeah, it could be Deep Purple. Smoke on the Water. It's not. It's Nino Tempo and April Stevens. Joby Gray, I'm in with the in crowd. Lonnie Donegan, my old man. He's a dustman. Where's the dustman's hat? Yes. And when he wants to hide, he hides in a dustbin. But not with his guitar, because it sticks out. The Smoke, my friend Jack, would you like a smoke? Yeah, 1967. The Sorrows Take a Heart in 1966. And give him cancer. The Pioneers, Long Shot Kick the Bucket, 20 Tribe, all of the red wine is the Ethiopians, they're catching the last trade to Scarville. Wow. Yes. And the other guy said, I put his bet on you that your train wheels didn't go around. That's nice, says Neil Christian. I'll stay here then 966. Alan Price said, shame. Now we come to a big one. This is the Quarrymen, doing That'll Be the Day. Who are the Quarrymen? John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison. They did not have Ringo in there at that time. In the 1950s, the Beatles were the Quarrymen. They did only an assortment of other people's songs. I put a one up there for you. Hard to find a full song by them. Robson and Jerome, we're not supposed to use it here. That'll be the whole of Slate Shop. Yes, yes. Lonesome Drums from Sandy Nelson. Yes, and the Upsetters, Return of Django. Harry Jane All Stars, Liquidator, both had Scrooge in there. New Portable Band, Winchester Cathedral, Ed Sullivan Show, and Betty Everett, the Shoop Soup Song. Johnny and the Hurricanes, Rock and Go, Shirley and Company, Shame, Simon May, The Summer of My Life in 1976 with the Moments. That was a moment when Jack in the Box popped out of the box. Jack popped out of the box. Sylvia Pillar Talk, long version in 73. And Jonathan Richman, he's a rich man, and the Modern Lovers. Roadrunner, only Roadrunner once. What about having the Roadrunner twice? Roadrunner thrice. And Sweet Sensation, purely by coincidence. David Parton, isn't she lovely? Joe Dolan, you're such a good-looking woman. Oh, sorry, that's a picture of me. Yeah, oh, there's Melba Moore. This is it, yeah. This is the one, he says. And Jimmy James, I'll go where the music takes me. Gladys Knight and the Pips, best thing that ever happened to me. You get rid of them for a while. Top of the Pops, The Moments, Dolly My Love, Tokoloshi Man from John Congress, Pickety Witch, sad old kind of movie that is. On Top of the Pops, and The Real Thing, Can You Feel the Force, Sally Oldfield with Mirrors, Have a mirrors on me roof, have a mirrors on me bed, have a mirrors on me head. Jerry Butler, For Your Precious Love, Don Gibson, Just One Time. And Nino Tempo and April Stevens, Whispering this time. Whispering. See You in September, Happenings in 66. Yes. And Chris Andrews with a Pretty Belinda. I was just about to ask her name there, Chris. That's Pretty Belinda. Oh, I see. Well, good grief to Christina. She's gone over to see Chicory Tip. Yes, but she's Christina. Good grief. American Dream from Eric Burden. Cockney Rebel before Steve Harley. Cockney Rebel was a band and he did Sebastian. CCS, Whole Lot of Love. Zeppelin's Whole Lot of Love, but just mostly in the tune there. And Sympathy from Ray Bird. Ray Bird, 1969. Brinsley Schwartz, A Surrender to the Rhythm. Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells there. And we've got Magic from Pilot. Frankie Miller, Be Good to Yourself. And a Little River Band, Reminiscing. And then we've got Apache Dropout from the Edgar Broughton band. With You, I'm Born Again. Billy Preston and Cyrita. Jeffrey Osborne, On the Wings of Love is 1982. Back to 74 for the Stylistics, Let's Put It All Together. And KC and the Sunshine Band, Please Don't Go is 79. Maze, Doing Joy and Pain. I've never discovered much of Maze even yet, and that's probably in the 70s. Well, I think I heard it, but I wasn't too impressed by it. I just put it there. Candidate, another one I don't hear too often, Candidate. I Don't Want to Lose You, 1979. Eternal, you can put that in a similar bracket, Angel of Mine. And Freddie Jackson, Rock Me Tonight. I don't know why I don't hear these too much. I've got them. It's just you cannot hear everything every day, and sometimes it takes you quite a long while to get back round to them again. Will Downing, I Love Supreme. You see, not particularly looking for them, but looking for them today to get them out for you. The Laurie Johnson Orchestra goes back to 61 with Suku Suku. Theme from Top Secret. It's a film and on the TV. Lance Fortune, Be Mine. Very early 60s for Lance there. And Jimmy Justice, Dawning. Sounds orchestral, soul coaxing. And Long John Baldry on his way to Mexico. And Count on Me, Julie Grant. Roulette's doing the Bamba in 1962. Roulette's the backed Adam Faith a lot of times. Peter Spaces, just like Romeo and Juliet. Samuel Ford, You'll Never Know What You're Missing Till You Try, 1960. Bystanders, 98.6 to the cover of that one. Featured in the film, The Boat That Rocked. Yes, beyond about those pirates, you will rock and rock and rock, and some sunk. Yes, you have to get your spare tire or your life belt, yeah. Samoan Jackson, he ain't gonna kiss ya. No. Good smelly breath. No. Poison Ivy by the Puppets. Undertakers. I have to pay the money first. I'm not putting a man in the box until I get the money. 1963. Oh, you have to pay the money first. Darrell Quest, thanks to you. Here's me money. That's wiped me out, says the Saints. I'm being wiped out. In the Bob Leaper Orchestra, I feels like I'm on a high wire. Theme from Danger Man, 66. And Roll Along Wagon Train, Robert Horton. He was in Wagon Train and areas as his picture. Sukiyaki, that's Kayu Sakamoto, English translation. For the Japanese song that hit the charts. War Paint from the Brook Brothers. Yeah, she's putting on a war paint. You're not really going to war. You're just going out with a fella next door. The Breakaways, he's a rebel, and go out with him. He's a rebel. Stingray featuring Gary Miller. It's a Barry Gray Orchestra. Thunderbirds theme, Barry Gray Orchestra, 1965. Keith Powell, It Keeps Raining. Forecast for this week. Keep on raining. Showers are not every day. Might get a thundery shower. I'll please keep Powell. The Ivy League, Funny How Love Can Be, 1965. Jackie Trent, You Baby, 1966. Kestrels, Walk Like a Man. Many have walked like a man. But guess what? When they got the dress off, it was a man. Yes, that's what it was. It was man in the dress. That's why they walked like a man. Music to watch girls by used to be the hobby of a lifetime. Tony Hatch. Now the policeman comes up and says, what are you doing with those girls? None of them just down here watching them. That's why I'm crying. The Ivy League can't seem to get by on that way anymore, like when we were young. Tony Jackson, The Vibrations, Bye Bye Baby, Anita Harris, they've all gone on trains. Some went on boats and some went on planes. But I didn't go. No, I had a short tour. The Eagles, oh, Randy, what do you call it, Messi now has died. Yes, I did announce it yesterday. Um, sure, who's gone in the last week or so? Sinead O'Connor, Randy Messi. Was Foggy in the last week? Yeah, I think he was. It was somebody else, but his name has slipped us. Um, yes, and 1,000 stars from the chants. So that was the Eagles UK. Remember that one, I should say, doing wishing and hoping. Ended up with two Eagles. But the Eagles UK had that one in about 64, long before the American Eagles. And Chance, 1,000 stars, that wishing and hoping was also a hit by the Mersey Beats. The Spies, Cyril Stapleton and his orchestra, Bob Willis and his Stonyville Jazz Band. Come along, please. Come along and see the jazz man. Yeah. Jimmy just says, I've got bloodshot eyes. Well, of course, I've been out all night singing in these clubs. Peter Knight and the Night Riders. Have you seen the Lucky Stars? Well, no, the telly wasn't on. Yes. And Hi Hi Hazel from Gino Washington and the Ram Jam Band. Hmm. What happened to Black Betty? Oh, she wasn't there at that time. It was too early. The Truth was a band doing Girl by the Beatles. David Garrick, Lady Jane doing a Rolling Stones song. Wayne Gibson and the Dynamic Sounds, Kelly 64. Avengers theme by Laurie Johnson. That's the film Avengers, and on TV also. Steve Hammond, I think we're alone now. Barry Gray, Captain Scarlet theme. Now we come to the important one. Lonnie Donegan for England in this one. Lonnie Donegan, World Cup Willie in 1965. You should see him. He's not like a lion. He's got his red, white, and blue on, like, and his yellow hair. But there's marching with his football boots on, yeah. Lads on winning the World Cup in 66. Shortening bread Viscounts, yes. Where are you now, my love? Jackie Trent. I'm standing at the bus stop. In the rain. Husky. Jimmy Nickel. Sandra Barry, I've got a question. Oh, well then. Go on and be quick. Sue Nichols, where will you be? I'll be standing across the road just next to the station. Really? I didn't see that from where I am. Yes, and this Chaudettes, Mr. Sandman, and the Big Bopper, Chantilly Lace. Kathy Kirby, I've got a secret love, 1963. No, it's not the Big Bopper. Nick Havison, TV commercial, voice reel, that's who it is. And Cool Jerk by the Capitals, 1966. Your love keeps lifting me higher. That was Jackie Wilson, but it's not because R.B. Graves done a version as well. I Take a Letter Maria is more known, R.B. Graves. And Jerry Butler, Only the Strong Survive. And Mel and Kim, yes, I remember it, Backfield in Motion. Green Onions from Dave Baby Cortez. So it's not just Booker T that does them and likes them. Jumpin' Gene Simmons, Haunted House, Stereo, 1964. Yeah, Jumpin' Gene Simmons there. Gene Simmons and Kiss. Yes. Oh, no, we're waiting for that page needs to go up a bit. Christie with Iron Horse, that's a train. And Claudia Rogers, Save Me Single, Lonnie Donegan, why she's waiting fast now. Does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight? Does your mother tell you not to swallow it? But you just swallow it in spite. The Happenings, I Got Rhythm, 1967, Smother Brother, sure. Dollar Shooting Star, 1978. Jigsaw Sky High. Candlewick Green, who do you think you are? Somebody called Candlewick Green. Stephanie D. Sykes and Rain. Born with a smile on my face. What's that trickling down your face, though? It's rain. Yes. Ah, you can cry in the rain. Sheer elegance, life is too short, girl. Black Superman, Muhammad Ali song, Johnny Wakeland. Johnny Johnson and Bandwagon, Blame It on the Pony Express. And Dave Davis, Death of the Clown, 67. Only You When You Alone, Mark Winter. And he ain't going to wash for the week. The Brook Brothers in 61. She'll seen us two of them. They didn't wash for 2 weeks. Smudged. The blue writing, you know. Trying to get it up, you see. Honeycombs, That's Away in 65. Johnny Keaton theme from Zed Carson, 62. Queen, Hammer to Fall. And Cream, Sunshine of Your Love. That's back in the 60s. I've gone on a high plush. Yeah, it took it too high. It took us up the scale instead of coming down. Right, Scorpions, is there anybody there? Frigid Pink, House of the Rising Sun. Thin Lizzy, the Rocker. The Cult, Little Devil. And Dio, We Do Rock. Yes. And Extreme, Get the Funk Out. Live, I Alone. Bad Motor Scooter from Montrose. Georgia Satellites, Battleship Change, Uriah Heep, Easy Living. Roxette, Sleeping in My Car, Simple Minds, Speed Your Love to Me. Power Station, Some Like It Hot, Matthew 7, Comfort, Woodstock, 1970. Cream with Badge. And the Mortals, Dancing the Night Away, 78. Buffalo Springfield, For What It's Worth. Yourself, Cat Stevens, Morning Has Broken. Association with Windy. Donovan and Jeff Beck with the Goo Goo Barabba Jaggle. What's my name now? Whole of Me Show, 67 from Tropic. A few recommended for you. Aha! So I went up the page. When I left Lucy at the point, I slipped back down. Turtles Hobby Together. Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. Windy by the Association. Justin Timberlake, Mirrors, and Teddy Pendergast, Love, TKO. That's all for the day there. I seem to be running well in the studio. I'm going to do you some boxes now. Do you like boxing? I'm going to do you some boxing now. Are we going to play the game yet? Yeah, we are, sure. Mickey the Monkey's here. Let me have a look. Did you get a shock? Did you get a shock? Oh, ah. Well, I'm suffering as well, you know, I'm a busy man. Hello, 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 hello. No, they'll be here, man. Couldn't possibly be. And some phones as well. I was just about to start on the boxes for you. Yes, 1966. Mickey Monkey interrupted, but he forgot his joke now. Yes, I'm going to give you three. Yes, you can see Trini Lopez on there, Donovan, Dave D in the gang, Engelbert Humperdinck at the top. Right, I'm going to give you three from 66. Uh, Sam and Dave, hold on, I'm coming. Percy Sledge, when a man loves a woman. And Trini Lopez with Guantanamera. Go on, we'll take Trini. Guantanamera. Reggae, fancy a bit of it? I've got 20 hot shots for you. I'm going to give you Swinton. Yes, probably with this. Um, Tide is High, John Holt, Dennis Brown, Another Day in Paradise, and Double Barrel, Dave and Ansel Collins. Quite enjoyed that one when it was out. That's the one. 60s. I'm going to give you, they're all on one. These are mostly ones. I'll tell you when I come to two. Silence is Golden, Brian Poole and the Tremolos. Do You Want No Secret, Billy J. Kramer. And Creek Alley is the Mamas and the Papas. Do You Want No Secret, Billy J. More 60s. I'm going to do them for you. Three on one. Trugs with a Girl Like You, Nashville Teens, Tobacco Road, and Ventures, Perfidia. Nashville Teens, Tobacco Road for me, and Rocky Era. Legendary bands and groups. Can't spot them all at the moment. Uh, Give them a great big kiss, Shangri-La's. Yeah, Picture the Matchstick Men, Status Quo, and Time of the Season, the Zombies. I absolutely played it off the boards. Picture the Matchstick Men, Status Quo. I still play it whenever I get a chance. There you go. Picture the Matchstick Men. I think it's one of the most unusual records. There you go. Sounds, that is. And greatest ever 60s. I've got the Fifth Dimension, Up and Away in a Balloon. Yeah. Mindbender's a groovy kind of love. And Jim Reeves, I hear the sound of distant drums. but it's up and away, fifth dimension. They're all heartbeats. Subtitles dedicated to the one you love. I'm going to give you Angus Lee from Brook Benton, the letter from the box tops, and my guy from Mary Wells. The letter from the box tops to me, and I'm going to go True in Love, but it's still 60s. Well, oh, it's not. Not still 60s. Because I cover quite a few years. There's OMD, for instance, True in Love. And there's Dr. Hook, sharing the night together. And there's the Hollies, the air that I breathe. Go on, we'll do that one for the Hollies. This has got two on. So it's the R&B collection of 2007, so it's newer. But it's common featuring Lily Allen, Driving Me Wild. Will I Am, I Got It From Me Mama. And Lady Sovereign, Love Me or Hate Me. Will I Am, I Got It From Me Mama. And on two, Sean Paul, Give It Up to Me. Mary J. Blige, No More Drama. And oh yes, Lethal Bizzle with the Police on My Back. Yeah, quite enjoyed that one a little bit. That's the one, Lethal Bizzle. I'm going to get them all on one because there's only one and there's only one strip. Secret Heart from Tight Fit. Don't Try to Stop It, Roman Holiday. And Jonathan Butler with Lies. That's the one. Jonathan Butler with Lies. 50s. Nice and new, nice and shiny. Still got in the rubber. They didn't require to take it out. There's a couple. Or they're falling into the sea. Or they're falling in love. Or have they fallen in love already? And now they're ready for falling into the sea. Sammy Turner, Lavender Blue. All the way, Frank Sinatra. And Victor Moore, yes, it's the look of love to me. In fact, I think it's already started. I'm going to give you three from 1971 this time. I'm going to give you Tap Turns on the Water. She says yes, and if you forget to turn the top off, you'll get burned by the hot water. Yes, and Which Queen of New Orleans from Redbone. And Hot Love from T-Rex. Hot Love from T-Rex is the one I would plunge for. What one would I take? That's the choice. Heart and Soul Volume 3. I've got Tavares, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. I've got Paris, I Choose You, and Lee Garrett, You're My Everything. Tavares, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. And this one, just a rock collection. Devil Gate Drive from Susie Quattro. Wall Street Shuffle, 10cc. Stand for the Fire Brigade. It's the move. She's made a move. Oh, she struck a match. A move, Fire Brigade. A lot more up here as well. On the pushback. Boogie Nights from Heatwave. Lady Marmalade, LaBelle. And Boogie Wonderland, Earth, Wind and Fire. With the emotions. Oh, yes. Well, we'll have to have a bit of boogie. We've had a bit of boogie there. Heatwave, Boogie Nights. And this one, it's only on one, Best of the 60s. Sam and Dave, Soul Man, The American Breed, Bend Me, Shape Me. And Mary Wells, My Guy. Oh, she's popped up again. Yes, I could have maybe selected another, but no. We'll just go with our American ship, May. There's the American breed there. They're in Vietnam, most of them. And there they are. Good morning, Vietnam. You ever seen an airplane? Somebody to love. Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride. And Zig and Evans in the year 2525. Steppenwolf promised somebody a magic carpet ride there. They'll be off like a shot. I mean, on the carpet. Here come the nice mod soundtrack to mods. What were they like? Riding a little scooter and the Hells Angels come and knock them off the road. James Brown, I'll go crazy. These guys attributed to mods. Barrett Strong, money, that's what I want. And Jackie Wilson, Lonely Teardrops. Barrett Strong, money will do for me. I wish somebody would send some. What about these guys? Teenage kicks from the punks. Buzzcocks, what do I get? Well, you get a chance to stick your hair up like that and wear a few pins in your jacket and through your nose. And what about Sham 69 if the kids are united? Well, not be for City, will they? Why no? Get them united. And what about the UK subs? Got a bit of a stranglehold, I think, on us. It's your hairstyle, it's too tight for you. There you go. UK subs, stranglehold. Whether I can bridge them would be a good thing to do, but it'll leave that steady pack at the back. It could possibly come at the front, but Sherlock will have to make a path. And now this needs a push back. And sure, this is love. Ballads, and I'd love ballads. Where do you go to, my lovely? Peter Sarsted, when you're alone in your bed? Sleep is the answer. Poetry in motion? Johnny Tillotson. Not unless you're Robbie Bones. And 16 Candles by the Crests. Well, that's for when you reach the age of 16, yes. We'll have that one. Crests, 16 Candles. Heartbreakers. Platters, The Great Pretender. Etta James, all I could do was cry. Yeah, all I can do is just read them to you. And the Times, what kind of fool am I? Well, I keep doing this show. I ain't going to do it forever, you know. I do promise you that. I'm trying to weed you on that. What kind of fool am I? Cherish. Cool in the Gang, of course, just Cherish. And Juliet, that's the four pennies. And Baby Love from the Supremes. Like Baby Love from the Supremes, so there you are. Flour power days, what were you doing? Mixing up the flour to bake the bread, eh? Or praying for you had more power. I wish I had some power to get that girl. Oh, I wish I had some power to build a house. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had enough power to get that big car. Good morning, Starshine, Oliver. San Francisco Nights Animals. And she's not there by the zombies. San Francisco Nights by the Animals. British rock and roll scene. The Americans were rocking round the clock, but what were the British actually doing? They were trying. We had British rock and rollers, but Cliff was supposed to be one of them at the beginning, but people like Billy Fury and that, Joe Brown has been never a rock and roller. No, we don't know. Don't know what they were doing. This is in a later day, of course, some of them. Got Mud here with Let's Dance. Yeah, the rock and roll revival, you mean, in the 70s. Still rock and roll to them. Cliff Bennett and the Rebel Rousers are singing Good Golly Miss Molly. Oh, they could sing rock and roll songs, yeah. And of course, we had Screaming Lord Such, I'm a Hog for You. Screaming Lord Such and a monster, raving loony party. Went into politics. That's all you needed. That's all you needed. Screaming Lord Such there. Sure. King Chandler. I'm the Duke of all. The petty king, I who have nothing. And the Tam says, here, girl, don't bother me if you ain't got nothing. And there she is. Tam is air guitar. Anybody up for it? Because it's two. I'm going to give you them on two. Yes, and I've got them picked out now. Rainbow, since you've been gone. David Bowie, Rebel Rebel. This is on one. And Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. Now, they're all quite good to me. I don't know which. We'll go for Rainbow, since you've been gone. And on two, The Who, My Generation. Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. And Status Quo, Down, Down. Yeah, Down Down was the biggest hit of Status Quo. But fancy will have a little bit of Who, My Generation. 60s, Mercy Beats as I'm wishing and hoping again, you see. Love Affair, Day Without Love. And the foremost, Hello Little Girl. Love Affair with A Day Without Love we're taking. Recollection. Stop Sam Brown, Shout to the Top Style Council. Is it obviously 80s or something? Whatever You Want by Status Quo. Well, yeah, must be a few things we want. We'll have that one. Huh? This one's on two. Yes, there's two here. Rock and roll love songs. And there's a couple getting ready for the party. Bobby B, Take Good Care of Me Baby. Neil Sedaka O'Carroll. And what am I doing here? Too often Curtis Lee, Pretty Little Angel Eyes. I will take that one. On to, yes, Paul and Paula. Hey, Paula. Everly Brothers, When Will I Be Loved? And the Beach Boys, Help Me Rhonda. Yeah, go on, Help Me Rhonda from the Beach Boys. 80s, yes. We're going to do Move Closer. Tom Jones. Transfer Affection. Flock of Seagulls. And Hands Off, She's Mine. Rankin Roger of the Beat. Flock of Seagulls. A 1-8 My Sandwich. Transfer Affection. Swinging together in the 60s. Swinging down on the beach. Swimming and rock and rolling. Scottish Clown, Everly Brothers. Up on the Roof, Drifters. La Bamba from the Tokens. Scottish Clown from the Everly Brothers. Swinging 60s. Swinging England. Carnaby Street, where they get all the fashions. The best place to get your fashions, Carnaby Street in London. At that time, Maxine Brown, Oh No, Not My Baby. Desmond Decker, Israelites, and Chris Farlow, Out of Time. We're taking that one. This one's supercharged for the new millennium. We've got things like Limp Bizkit, My Way, Alien Ant Farm with Smooth Criminal, and Slipknot with Spit It Out. I like the Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson or Alien Ant Farm. Singled Out, it's in the 80s. Men Without Hearts, they've left your heart. Now you can't do the safety job. You'll have to do the safety dance instead. Mid-June, if I was. And the Blue Monkeys, I'll be digging your scene. I'll be digging your garden as well. And there you go, the Blue Monkeys. Summer classics of the 60s. Surf City, John Dean, that'll do for me. Carry On, the Hollies. And Paper Sun by Traffic. Yeah, like that one, but stick with John and Dean, Surf City. Love Box 4, Lena Martell, One Day at a Time. Tremolo's Silence is Golden, and the Overlanders with Michelle. We'll go for Silence is Golden. We've got this one. It's hard to say, but it's a 60s album, because red doesn't go well on that colour. Herd from the Underworld, that's The Herd. Steam, Na 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 Na, Here Here. I'm not going to sing it all for you. Kiss Him Goodbye. And Hot Legs. Don't hear very much of them because it just had the one song, became 10cc. Hot Legs, the Neanderthal Man. I'm the Neanderthal Man. Beyond the Neanderthal Man. And there we go. More down chartbusters. I pick a rose from your rose. Marv Johnson. Is your heart of mine? Weak for you. I liberalize. And you're all I need to get by. Marvin Gaye, Tommy Terrell. Isley Brothers, this old heart of mine. Only on one. Band you don't hear too much of. Let's try a few that you don't hear too much of these bands. College, Romeo, where's Juliet? The band is called College. Probably a bunch of school kids. The Whispers, My Girl. Yeah. Well, yeah. And Fat Larry's band, Zoom. Zoom right to the top with Fat Larry's band. And Slim Jim has a band as well. Yeah. Yes. The Barry Knights, they're called. Call up the groups. New Vaudeville band, Winchester Cathedral. And yeah, the Ivy League. Funny how love can be, isn't it? And that's the Ivy League there. And that's them done for the day. Just to check there. Yes. Mickey the Monkey. Say bye-bye. Hello, everybody. It's been good being on the William Live Show. The only live show is the way to go. Bum, 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 bum. Daisy the cow. Oh, your turn to sing now. My name's Daisy, Daisy the cow. I'm a Daisy. Oh, I'm a Daisy cow. Yeah. Thinking lion ain't not gonna sing. The boats are going in. 1, 2, 3. I think the Philippines went home and had a cup of tea. Dum 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 dum. I'd be a pretty good singer. Can sing Three Lions. I never tried to get the Lions singing Three Lions before. The Lion supporters, yeah. And sure, that's it. And what about Sherlock doing a song for us? My name's Sherlock. If you want to write to me, 30 Baker Street, London, W1. Dun 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 dee. Mr. Right. Sorry, lads, I'm always full. I'm full of juice. I've got all the power to quench your thirst. Uh, mm, there you go. Well, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Lots of work to you on the day. Finding more goodies for you. Putting them up for you. Sorting all these load out. Sorting all these load out. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. I'm not gone yet. Whatever happened. I'm away now. Bye bye.